Two, I've got an amendment in the nature of a substitute first to adopt.
All right, is there a motion on the substitute? Motion. All right, there's a motion and a second to substitute. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, substitute is properly before us.
And then there's a minor amendment to this substitute. I believe council has that. Oh, then I have it. It's on line 19 after the word assessments to add a comma and add charges or fees. It's in the final substitute? And the same thing on line 30 then? Okay, I'm sorry, it's been incorporated in the sub. Right. So,
council's ahead of the game.
Thank you.
Got it all set for you.
This bill would clarify that a homeowners association has the authority to collect and use fees for services that are provided by the homeowners association, removing confusion caused by the recent Virginia Court of Appeals decision, Burkholder versus Palisades Park Homeowners Association. The court decision casts legal uncertainty on the ability of a homeowners association to pay for services unless it pays for those services using fees that are explicitly authorized.
Mr. Chair, did we adopt the substitute?
Yeah,
we did.
That are explicitly authorized and agreed upon recorded documents, and those services are for common areas only. This ruling by the Court of Appeals is being applied broadly and contributing to some legal confusion across the Commonwealth. Homeowners associations are routinely required to provide for services that might benefit only individual units like trash removal, landscaping services, stormwater management, utilities, and operational or administrative expenses such as insurance coverage, accounting, or legal services. So interpreted broadly, the Burkholder versus Palisades decision could prohibit a homeowners association from collecting or using fees for those types of services. The associations must have financial resources to pay for expenses. My bill is needed to provide clarity and predictability to Virginians who live in communities that are served by HOAs. And I believe I have several witnesses here who wanted to speak briefly in support.
All right, those in support, 2 minutes.
Good afternoon. I'm Pia Trigiani. I'm an attorney that represents common interest communities. I live up in Alexandria. Thank you to Senator Evan for bringing Senate Bill 672. The bill corrects a misreading by the Court of Appeals of a provision of the Property Owners Association Act. The court misread an or. When they read the in the court opinion, the court said that that an association cannot make an assessment or impose a charge against a lot unless the charge is a fee for services provided or related to use of the common area. They did not look at the two sides of the or. It's fee for services or related to use of the common area. The decision has far-reaching implications, as you will hear from others this afternoon. Much like localities, the scope of duties and responsibilities of these associations are in their charters, the governing documents that establish these communities. Those documents are not easy to draft. The documents are often not drafted to provide the foundation that these communities need to do what localities can no longer do and which have asked these community associations to provide. A quick example, the case will be used to argue that services to a lot, if the documents do not explicitly, and the word used in the opinion is explicitly provide, is that the association will have no authorities and cannot charge for those services. So they will not provide those services and they cannot charge for them. These charges and assessments are the only way that associations, private entities, can fund important services that owners request, want, need, and which the localities have asked them to provide in their stead. We ask that you consider the bill favorably, vote to report the bill, and support it as it's considered by the Senate. I'm going to turn it over to others.
Thank you. Next, just a
Mr. Chairman and committee, my name is Donald Boswell.
Took all the time, Pia.
I am in charge of the homeowner in Twin Hickory and Henrico, and I speak to favor of this bill.
Great, thank you. Next speaker.
Good afternoon. I'm Bernie Guthrie, CEO and COO and General Manager of Lake Ridge Parks and Recreation Association in eastern Prince William County, commonly known as Lake Ridge. Since our inception in 1972, our 30,000 plus homeowners have enjoyed a specialized rate of assessment that provides the support of each of the 86 distinctive sections of the community. These services include items such as a negotiated reduced rate for trash removal, street lights, after-hour security patrols for those areas that need it. Without the support of this bill, we will no longer be able to provide those services. So we ask that you help us continue these services for our residents.
Great. Thank you very much. Next speaker.
Mr. Chairman, members of the committee, I'm Clea Benson. I'm the board president of the Potomac Yard Homeowners Association in Alexandria. We're a community of 725 townhomes and condominiums. The Burkholder decision is already causing adverse unintended consequences to our homeowners association. Our governing documents are incredibly complex, not always clear. Now, we have two litigious individuals in our community who are using the Palisades decision to claim that we cannot maintain our landscaping, our irrigation, that we can't shovel snow on sidewalks, that we can't replace light bulbs, we can't repaint our cluster mailboxes. They're even claiming that we can't use our funds to pay for services that the city of Alexandria is requiring us to pay for, such as the city's transportation management program. Our legal bills have quintupled because of these individuals. Last year, one of them filed three small claims court cases, which he's now withdrawn because he says he's going to take it to a higher court. We've had to raise assessments to meet these legal bills, and our homeowners are distraught. Nobody in the community wants this.
Thank you so much.
SB672 would fix this problem. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for joining today. All right, we have a long docket, so appreciate brevity.
Hi, my name's Dave Coyle. I'm the general manager of Cascades Community Association that is in Loudoun and Fairfax counties. We have about 6,600 homes, 18,000 residents, and I ask that you support this bill. Thank you.
Great, thank you. Next speaker.
Good afternoon. My name is Keith Elliott. I'm the general manager at Belmont Community Association Ashburn. It's 2,157 homes, and we provide a lot of services. One is a gated community, and the gate has a guard. And with this bill, that just the Palisades case wouldn't be allowed to have a guard at the gatehouse. So I'm here to support it. Thank you very much.
Great, thank you.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chairman, members of the committee. Sarah Taylor, City of Alexandria. The things that these things fund are things that we as a locality have negotiated with this development through the land use process. So whether it's open space or other things, these are things that we've negotiated, and they're only funded if they can get the money. And so the City of Alexandria supports the bill. Thank you.
Good, thank you. Next speaker.
Mr. Chairman, members of the committee, Alana Crennan with Arlington County, and we also support the bill. Thank you.
Great, thank you. And online, we have one.
Hannah Elizabeth Munt, please turn on your camera and unmute your mic.
There we go. Good afternoon, Mr. Chairman, members of the committee. My name is Hannah Elizabeth Munt, MPP. I am the Vice President of Heritage Forest HOA in Centerville, here in Western Fairfax County. On behalf of myself and our 585 units, over 1,000 residents and voters, I urge you to vote yes on SB 672 for the reasons everyone's talking about. Thank you so much for your time.
Great, thank you very much. Those in opposition to Senate Bill 672? All right, there's a motion and a second to report Senate Bill 672. Open a roll.
Ayes 14, noes 1.
That bill reports.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr.